Traders, good morning. And I'm back on the desktop as well, so this feels much more civilized. Want to talk about the week and what happened. I sort of want to bundle it into a watch list as well. What it could probably be with the watch list is just re-entries on trades that I sort of got into as a tentative scaled position, and then I sort of wound out of them because I was just showing some signs of reversal. Now, first trade I want to talk about was the one I took last night, Aussie dollar short, which was I took three trades this week. Pound Aussie, which was break even, Euro Swiss, which was a small losing trade, and Aussie dollar, which was break even as well. So if we go Euro Swiss, where is that? Euro Swiss, as you can see. Okay, so you know what? I mean, on this account size, just over $2,000. It's a trial for Lupus Proprietary Fund out of Melbourne. I'm still in the trial. I was very close last year, but not quite. And that's the key thing, guys. And a take home I want to talk about is being persistent as well with the trading. And no trader's journey is going to be the same. So if you're comparing yourself to someone else, I would say just really don't do that. You just got to focus on developing yourself, your emotional intelligence as well. Pardon me, and just enjoying the journey. And obviously there's going to be losses and stuff, but you want to control that, and you just want to keep persisting. That's such a big thing that I've learned with my time with trading. All right, and then that was the Aussie dollar sell trade as well last night. So look, with this, and I'm still holding this on a client's account as well that I got into. I got into a little early on that. Not as a great setup, but I did want to take it in to see what it wanted to do last night. It was showing signs that it wanted to break down, and it didn't quite do that on the hourly time frame. If we go, and you can see sort of what I was thinking, and it was that candle there that really got me interested, and then I sort of held, and it was it was showing signs of bouncing. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to get out of this. Look, to be fair, I was a little unsettled with the pound Aussie because I think the spread must be a little bit different on MEX than it is on. I've got another account that I'm still long on the pound Aussie. I don't have it on the desktop here. I need to download it. I think it's like Prime Markets Live or something. And that's still going. And then it bounced. So I was like, It wasn't revenge trading, but I was emotionally unsettled. And to be fair, I really shouldn't have taken the Aussie short. I wrote that in my trade journal as well. I have two trade journals. I write it down straight away, and then I enter it in my computer as well as a backup, just so I can refer to it. It's a little bit easier than going through my files and everything. And it's easier for me to send it to someone as well if they want to sort of look at my work and everything. But I've taken every single trade and I've documented it since I started live trading at the start of 2018. So, I mean, I would just say you've got to learn to be resilient as well. And you've got to, when human nature will be like, the markets are against me, I've got to trade. Stop, don't do that. That's just, and there'll be such a undeniable strong force for you to just be like, F this and pursue it, but just stop and don't do that. All right, what I'm going to do as well, guys, I'm going to have a look at the Euro Swiss as well. Now, I will contemplate with the coronavirus as well as a catalyst, because it's affecting China, and obviously China is a huge trade partner for Australia. I'd be looking to short the Australian dollar next week as well. So I want to see what happens on Monday. I'm going to pay attention to that. Obviously, for Monday, guys, for Australia, it will be a public holiday, but the markets will still be open in Asia, so I want to see what it does. All right, so let's find the Euro Swiss here. It's much nicer to be on the desktop as well. Okay, so the Euro Swiss actually did continue lower as well, and I'm still holding this on a client's account as well. So we'll see what happens there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to download IC Markets, and I'm going to have to download a couple more platforms because I can only log in to MEX on this and Prime Markets Live for my London prop firm account as well. I also played Euro Swiss short on that account, and I wanted to keep holding it because I got in better on that account. Because that's sort of the priority. That's where most of the money is, and I'm working for those guys. Not on salary, just strictly profit sharing. but I can't hold over the weekend, so I have to respect that. And I closed it out, and it was pretty much break even, so that was a little unfortunate. But I still see some downside on the Euro Swiss. We'll see though. We'll see. So this, as you can see, was a small losing trade, and the pound Aussie was pretty much bang on break even. Let me just see what it was. Pound Aussie was, where is it? There it is, pound Aussie. So yeah, break it. So I mean, this week was actually, there's some movement. It's early in the year and volumes are a little bit lower, but there was, and I took some stuff. So I think that's the review, guys. So it was pretty much break even, honestly. A little frustrating because pound Aussie. Let's bring pound Aussie up, because on this account it did stop me out. I was trailing it. Just better than break even, and I was following the rules though. I was following the rules. It moved nicely, and it's one of those things. So that would have taken me out. So I ended. This was a nice candle. I ended there, and then it moved and back again, and then moved again. I think I hadn't moved it quite yet. Oh, that might have been it on the hourly. Maybe no. Let's go to the 4 hour, guys. That doesn't look quite right. I think it was here. I moved again, and I moved the stop loss and moved, and then that took me out, and then it's hard to tell. I'm still long on this as well on another prop account. So not City Investment Solutions. They don't let me trade the pound yet until Brexit's resolved, so I'm not long that. In conclusion, I would contemplate a long as well on the pound Aussie again. So pound Aussie is a long, Euro Swiss is a short, Aussie US is a short potentially, and I'd be looking to re-enter on those. So I mean, this Mex account is it's, well, I guess it's my primary focus. I really do want some capital allocation from these guys. And if you've been following the channel, and I've noticed a couple guys have jumped on early, anyone can do this. If you want, just Google search prop firms, and then they'll want you to trial for them or anything, and maybe pay for some education. But what I would say to everyone is, if you're learning, develop, and trade and everything, you want backup, so you don't just want to just trade. You'll find a lot of guys, and especially gentlemen I learned from, Walter Peters, as well as James Kensington. Just Google those guys. They have other stuff that they do. James is very good with IT. I don't do this full time. And to be honest, I'd always be wanting to do something else. I don't want to be on the charts all the time. If you do, that's fine, but absolutely not for me. Um, I enjoy what I do with my sports science. I'm still working for Team China as well. I'm still in Australia here in Perth until the coronavirus situation settles down. So I was going to fly out on the 28th. I had my ticket and I've got my visa, but my team deemed it too risky for contamination of the athletes. So um, yeah, so it's going to be on Wednesday. It'll be 6 weeks. I'll be back in Australia, and it's been good. I've been really focused on my trading, and I've actually gone into the Bovel training resource as well. So that's been fantastic. If anyone, just Google search Nick Bovel. They have a great course. It's half price right now. It's at the end of the month, so it's like $150 US a month, which is fair. It really is. So there's a lot of great resources there, and a lot of institutional stuff. So you can see what the bigger guys are doing and how they're positioning, and this gives you a little bit clearer heads up on things. But anyway, guys, so that's the review. That's what's happened this month. There's a lot of moving parts, and I try and keep these things as concise as possible. But I mean, that's pretty much on the watch list. One more thing. I want to see gold. Gold had a little bit of a rally as well. There's a little bit more uncertainty. So, I mean, the problem with that though is it's an interesting situation because obviously gold rallying, gold and the Aussie dollar do correlate, but it's quite geopolitically, it's a quite a tense situation. So we could see the Aussie dollar have some downside there. So we'll monitor that still. Euro pound is quite interesting. Actually, USD CAD I want to look at as well. Okay, so USD CAD did have a bit of a bounce. That red line was a potential stop. Alright. I was looking for there. We'll see on that. That's something interesting. USD yen. A little bit of risk off sentiment coming through potentially. The media hype on the coronavirus has been telling. There's more cities on a lockdown though, so I think China are just being very preventative and intelligent about dealing with it. Is my take on it. So it's not as serious as SARS, and if you actually really look into it, which I did a little bit yesterday, it seems that there's 20 odd people are dead. That's really not a lot of people, to be fair, if we're realistic about it. So, I mean, how many people die of pneumonia a year? I think the issue is they just don't have a vaccine for it, from my understanding. So it's preventative. They've learnt lessons from previous situations. So I wouldn't say it's a genuine risk-off situation. Wow, look at Euro Pound though. Euro Pound is very interesting. That's a classic reversal signal as well. As you can see, that happened there. We'll see. We'll see on that. The euro is sort of an interesting point right now with President Lagarde and what's going on with quantitative easing and interest rates and whatnot. And there's not much room to go though, so we'll see how it. The PMIs weren't too bad as well. So anyway, guys, that's the video. I've talked enough. I will try and do well. I probably won't need to do another video. This has been long enough. This is like the length of 2 videos in one. I can upload bigger files now since I'm back in Australia and I don't need a VPN to go on YouTube. So I'm going to conclude it there. Thank you for watching. There was a few take-homes. Like, look, the take-homes here is, keep just persisting, be resilient, and, it's going to take a while to really do this. And if you don't enjoy what you do in work and everything, and I would strongly suggest, you have a backup though. So if you need to better yourself and further your education, do it. Like, don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. You can learn. If you just trade and learn for 12 hours, you're not going to absorb all that information. Your brain's going to be paralyzed. So don't be idiotic. Like, really don't. Take care of yourself, exercise, and just try and learn a little bit every day. Back test using Forex Tester as well. Google search Forex Tester. I can get you a discount for that. It's just, simple stuff. I don't know how many people are going to watch to the end here, but if you did, that's your reward. I'm going to do more of that. I'm going to do some take-homes at the end of videos, okay? So you guys that watch to the end and watch the whole thing get rewarded, okay?